Welcome to episode 6 of the How Is He podcast. As always, joined by my co-host, Popa. This week we'll take a look, as always, at the results from last week, along with the upcoming fixtures. We also have a guest joining us this week, a man who has 30 years experience in junior soccer, both as a player and as a manager. As a player, he has won Division 2 League and Division 1 League with Baltinglass, 2 Tully's Division 1 Cups, a Division 1 League, another Division 1 League, a League Cup, 2 35s at Wolf Hill, which is odd, 135 Cup with Wolf Hill. As a manager, he brought Baltinglass from Division 2 to the Premier. He's won a 35s League, he's won a Premier with Cretty Yard, he's won 2 Carlow Cups, a Premier Cup, a Shield, and a runner-up in the Leinster Junior with Cretty Yard. And we're delighted to have with us this week Mr. Billy Nolan. Billy, how's things?
Oh, great to be here, lads.
Good.
Bit of controversy.
Yeah, thanks. It's a great start, Bill. Can't wait. Where do we go from there?
Let's go.
We will have questions for you soon. We're going to go over the results first, Pop. What do you think? What was the standout one for you at the weekend? Don't say the Division 2 Cup final.
Some Nolan took a penalty. I don't know.
Buzzing, were you?
It was good crack, yeah. Not too often you get to play in a cup final with your son and your 2 brothers. With brother over the team, your nephew on the team.
Yeah.
Pa Carr is nearly like a brother or a son as well. He's there in the family that long. Brilliant occasion. Only come on for the last half an hour, 25 minutes maybe, and then extra time kicked in, so had to do that as well. And then set up penalty number 9, slotted it away.
And
thank you.
What way did they go? Did you go 1 down or 1 up?
1 down in 75 minutes or something, and they were still celebrating the goal, and we scored within 3 minutes.
Oh, well. That's rare in a cup final, isn't it?
A big high ball. They didn't deal with it, and it's advantage to striker then. And it's just messy. It hopped the second time. No one still had control of the ball, and then mix up with the goalie and the defender, and Aaron got his toe in and got the goal. It was like slow motion. I thought it was a square ball going over the goal. That's slow. But no, brilliant. Delighted for my brother Pa. Billy, I tell you, if you're looking at the table, you'd want to be playing Burn or Hanover in a cup. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Only for the boys went down to 9, they would have beat us. And especially, what's the chap got second yellow?
Jack
Kenny. Especially him, Jack going off, he's a top player.
That's good lad, Jack.
And he's an outlet for the boys. And a couple of incidents in the game that it felt like the writing was on the wall for Hanover this year that they were going to get it. Even the Parfield lad said it after 90 minutes. Man, your name is on the cup.
Yeah.
After beating Baltinglass the week before that, my brother played in the goal. They played Vale, who won the league. Baltinglass for second. Yeah. And then going down.
It's a Disney story, isn't it?
But being honest, Parfield missed 4 really, really good chances. 2 sitters now, I'd say, in the first half. 4 really good chances inside between the penalty spot and the goal. Kicked them over, just over the bar, no composure whatsoever, you know. And
good final nerves, lad.
Yeah, and then being honest, Pa just had a word with him at half time and told him to calm down. It was it was anxious nerves. You know, it was just they were nervous, but they were excited as well, and they're never in. Half of them, I'd say, apart from me, come on as a sub, but Dermot Rue and Lee Moore maybe played in front of a crowd in Dr. Cullen Park. None of them have played in the cup final before.
Juveniles they would have.
Maybe, yeah, but not at the senior level.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a big crowd there and got the escort out with the
that,
Hanover under 7s. It was brilliant, and 2 kids either side of them, mascot flags going everywhere. Little game at the Hanover under 7s beforehand.
Deadly.
It was a right proper family occasion, yeah. Look, there wasn't a wedding to be, they wouldn't have a team.
35s Friday night. Excuse me. Ballymurphy and Moon drew in Division 3. Division 2. Slaney were bet 5-3 by St Anne's and Slaney. Bagnestown bet Parkville 4-1. Collection were bet 2-0 at home. The Burn Celtic. You gave Pats 4-0.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, Pats were missing a good few. We do know that for a fact.
The boys have got lucky this year as well. You know, we've had 17 or 18 lads for both games.
Yeah,
we played Carnew that had 12.
That's unheard of at 35s.
Yeah,
it's really unheard of.
There's 4 or 5 lads missing,
Yeah,
but you need 25 lads.
You need 45 lads.
You've seen it. You were in that.
I know.
You were over that Pats team that year. There was 30 lads registered. Some days you'd have 12. Remember the cup final, the second one out in Cretty.
Struggling for numbers.
We put Alan in 13 or 14, did we?
Yeah, it was crazy.
But you need them numbers for that.
35.
Yeah, no, the boys played well, and there was a couple of goals, and the kite got an absolute belter of a goal. He just nicked the ball on the edge of our box, one pass to Mark Kelly, out to the other lad, and one touch, seen the goalie off his line, and he nearly from the sideline.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Carnew bet Highview 6-0. It's a big result there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the week before that, Highview
lost 1-0 to Evergreen.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened there.
Evergreen went for boys to come back in from that Premier side still, and that B
So I
side.
believe,
Yeah, I well believe.
They're playing pretty hard next week, I think, aren't they?
No, they're playing Pats
Playing Pats
this weekend. Yeah. Craigie Beck Har Rovers 1-0. Not
penalty.
I knew there. Craigie go again.
I think it was.
Did I 12 players?
I think it was.
Did they only 12?
And I think Billy, the goal was a handball on the line and a red card.
Don't go there, Papa.
I'm not messing with you.
That's a topic we will get to. Don't worry, Billy.
I don't know who was telling me.
Pats bet fell 4-3 in the
What?
Carrick
Where
Cup
did that
quarter.
go?
Pats were 4-1 up. Cruising and extremely young team, as I mentioned. So Jelly, Toby and Chris Gall are the only boys that would have played in a semi-final.
Not a final.
No, they would have played in finals
Jelly
as well.
played in final against
No,
us
no,
and
but
Chris.
they would have played in finals. But what I mean is, even to get to a semi-final, them three players are probably the only three lads with Carlow Cup semi-final experience.
Yeah,
So I'd say it was a case of 1 foot in the final. Simple mistakes then, But look, they're there. The club is there. A final's a final. I will definitely do a preview of that anyway next week. I think it's 25th. And then Wexford Boys betting Oak 3-1. I wasn't down at it.
No,
I heard Wexford Boys came out of the gates like a rocket.
Yeah, it's called a world. The first one was a worldly, I think.
A couple of minutes, 3 minutes. Something
I believe they did a fantastic job on Dean
Yeah.
off the ball, started to stop and play, but still he scored his goal as he always does.
Yeah.
But they were 3-0 up after 16 minutes or something, or 17 minutes, and I think they sort of bypassed midfield a lot with a long ball, and that's the reports I'm getting.
It's fair. It's a hard one though, especially in a game that has that much weight in it, right? Where it's going into a Leinster final, and you've often been over teams Leinster final. If you're going to chase a game in a semi-final, is a disaster, because as we all know, to chase a game it opens up a little bit, but to go and concede early and then chase the game, you're just leaving yourself wide open for longer periods, and it's
like the first one was a sucker punch after a couple of minutes, but then they were sort of back in the game, and then I got a message 2-0, and literally when it was opening it, another match came to 3-0.
Yeah.
Two really quick goals. Then
After 20 minutes, I think it was 3-0, was it?
It was like that's
With their two centre halves are gone.
yeah.
To red cards, penalties,
Yeah.
decisions.
Yeah. I think we could be discussing penalties.
Yeah.
Really, do you think?
come to, yeah.
And look, and
it's a pity from your walk.
Yeah,
They had a really, really good chance.
I know this sounds ridiculous, and lads won't agree with me. I genuinely am disappointed for them.
Yeah, no, it's
Genuinely am disappointed for them, because I genuinely thought, Jesus, they're never
I
going to
genuinely
do it.
it's like you said, Podge. If they got the three lads back, not just the two defenders, Lee Walker as well.
100%.
Yeah.
He was missing as well, and there's a couple of players back in. I know Jamie. I seen the team. Jamie started, and Kyle Foley started.
Josh Brady started.
But they were carrying knocks. And Josh Brady was the same.
They were hamstringing
So
it. They were carrying hamstring.
They're muscle injuries, which is you're chasing a game. It's hard to go out for muscle injuries as well,
Like Ty Foley and Dylan played centre half.
Yeah.
So
For a big game.
Yeah. You could take
Both
Totsy with that.
good players, but it's a big ask.
Yeah.
I'm sure he said it last week, Podge. Like Skinner's a good player. He's still a young enough lad. He played a lot of important games, but
Dotsy's the key.
Dotsy's the key.
Yeah.
The leadership
it's
alone.
just, and it's calmness every single time.
Yeah.
Like there's no dirt, there's no nothing. It's just wins 9 out of 10 situations he gets involved in.
Yeah.
Talks to the boys in a calm manner, and then if they're not at, he goes up a level, and they go up a level.
Yeah.
He's a really, really leader. He's a really good player, and it just shows what we're missing.
Yeah, but when them two were in, that frees Ty Foley to go into midfield if you wanted to push on higher up the field.
Or even
No
go as
real
a tree.
options.
Even go as a tree if you wanted to,
Talking solely of that, like there's very little options
change
higher up the field
Yeah.
to change,
Yeah.
which is very hard, especially when you're 3-0 down.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. You go chase the game, Anyway, Billy, we'll get to you right now this second. Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it, have you?
Good to have you, Billy.
Anything you do say will be given in evidence. Only joking.
I'm very
Hand the Bible there.
diplomatic. Very diplomatic.
Yeah, no, we have a list of questions here. We'll get into them. But before we get into them, Billy, you made a decision to go back and take Baltinglass this year in Division 2.
Yeah, Paul, to be honest with you, last August, Baltinglass weren't going to have a team.
Okay.
And a lad contacted me. I was taking a break from football.
Okay.
I'd been with Cratyard A with Badger for 6-7 years. I went into Cratyard B for 1 year. I turned down the Cratyard A job. I felt personally, me and Badger and then me individually couldn't get any more out of the group.
Yeah.
Proven wrong by Buds this year. Well, I couldn't get any right. So Baltinglass asked me. I went over to a session. Tony Clark, a friend of mine, rang me. Tony, and Tony rang me. I went over. 7 lads turned up. And I said, Tony, I am not wasting my time. I go into a team And if I get a commitment and an honest from lads, I'll jump and I'll give them lads everything. I put my heart into it, right? I said, look, give them 2 weeks. So that was coming to September. I went over and there was 22 lads in the field.
Brilliant.
Tony had got the phone out, rang and begged lads. Got a great response. Brilliant response. And still a GA lads to come back. Great response. Set a train in motion where we're going to be training 2 nights a week.
Yeah.
There's no training facilities in Botlas. So we had to hire an Astro. So the young lads...
Where do you go to that?
Kiltegan, another 5 mile out the road.
Yeah.
So I'm travelling from Carlow.
Full size Astro, Billy.
It's a 3/4 GA one.
Yeah, enough for, yeah.
So we can't compete with Botlas with GA. You won't get it. GA school is tied up with the GA literally.
Yeah,
the Astro. So got great. I told the boys, look boys, you're going to hand out X amount of money per week to cover the 2 sessions and a Sunday, or I'm not wasting my time. You know what I mean? You want to give it a commitment, give it a blast.
Yeah.
And when we did,
You have to be honest from the very start, Billy.
Oh, well, that's
just tell them the way it is. That's it.
Pop,
And if
that's
you
why
don't,
we
don't dig in out your goals.
no matter where I go,
Yeah.
that's if lads want to go on a journey with me, good or bad, come on a journey. But don't waste my time, and I won't waste yours.
Yeah.
You know. So got there. Great response. Had a great year. Started the league. Dropped 8 points in the first 3 games. Lost the league by 8 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you had a bad start.
Yeah, we dropped 3 against Norney where we lost 3 because of a player wasn't pulled across on the FEI Comet or whatever.
Oh,
and
yes.
He actually wasn't pulled across, and I brought him on for 3 minutes in the first game. We were 2-0 up against Norney.
And lost the points.
Lost the points. You know, look, we kicked on. We kicked on. Got the lads back in. Got Jack Kenny, Jamie Furlong. All good Premier players. You know, they came in. Look, great response. Trained in Kiltegan. Never had a night under 18 players. Still a badger. Never under 18 players.
Brilliant. You can do proper sessions then. Can't you?
Great session. And they all tried to bought into what I was trying to do. I'm not a genius, but they were buying into what I wanted to do. And I think I made some of them better players.
Yeah, no,
What's the approach then, Billy, into like Division 2? Like obviously, I know you said you're not a genius, but
especially if they're going from Premier.
but you have to win in the Premier, right? You know what it takes, and it's probably a different style. Even compared to Division 1, I would say it's probably a different style. Like, what's the approach?
Well, again, you were Budsy in 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fitness in Division 2.
Yeah.
Some of the teams aren't fit. So I'm a fitness madman anyway. I like getting lads fit on my team. If you want to play with Billy Nolan on my style, if I have a style, you have to get fit. End of. Okay? And I'm going to go drinking on a Saturday night. I don't want to see you. End of. So I went in there with that view. Get lads fit. Like, I didn't start going in all about tactics.
Yeah.
You know, I started out with a flat back 4. Right? Be solid at the back.
Keep it simple first.
Solid. And then when you got the quality back into the group, then you could expand to different formations.
Gotcha, yeah.
Because some of the lads had Premier experience, you know, and that's the way I tried to build it. I got a young Adam Keogh come in from GEA, lovely soccer player. I only worked for 6 months with him, but I'll tell you one thing.
19 goals, that chap,
That's
19
him.
goals. I've seen that during the week, yeah.
And missed a lot of chances, but I only 6 months. If he got the proper coaching, he would be a serious striker within a year.
And what's the transition, Billy, then from, like, is there any connection? Because I know small towns, so like GAA, like, is it more of, like, is it a big hindrance?
Look, GAA was to me because a couple of the boys played GAA, like Botnas, you know.
Yeah.
I've a rich tradition of football in Botnas, right?
Absolutely.
So mammies and daddies loved their lads playing. That's just the way it was. The Junior A Championship, Wicklow's the worst run championship, in my opinion. The Junior A Championship didn't finish till the 2nd week of November last year.
Wow. Christmas.
So you're bringing a few of the boys there, you know, important players. So straight away you're struggling to get there. And I would never force lads to play soccer on a Sunday. When they finish with the GEA, they can give me the commitment. I would never, and any of the players that play this year who have GEA connections will tell you that. I just don't do that.
Yeah.
And I asked them then at the end of the year, which is not too bad now, to stay with me.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, one or two walked back to GEA. The minute the GEA knocked the door, they were gone. But from a Division 2, I find the official referees, etc., aren't as strong.
Okay. Give me an example.
As a rule, timekeeping for a referee before going any further. They come, game is 2:00. You're handed a card on many occasions this year, a 5-2.
Wow.
A 5-2. Okay. A game up Mulf Hill early on before Christmas this year. The referee arrived in with no flags, no cards, and no pen. 7 minutes before kick-off. Started the game with no card filled out. Okay. Which
is that an FEI Connect thing, or is it just
I look why that was brought back to the league, but nothing was done about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then straight after Christmas we had a game, 7:30 kick-off in Burn, and I was going, we'd a warm-up done. I was going back out to the van with the cones because there was no sign of referee. 27 minutes past 7, the referee arrives.
That's not fair on the players.
And like our lads, I'm giving the commitment as if I was training Hanover or Cretty Yard or New Oak, and that's the sort of setup. Like decisions last Sunday week, big game in Hanover, handball on the goal line, clear goal in my opinion, was going to happen. Sending off, in my opinion, don't want to get players sent off. But we were down to 10 players at that stage, and the penalty was scored.
It would have been 10-10.
Would have been 10-10, and I thought we would have got the better of Hanover. Delighted Hanover won the cup. But these,
I can imagine.
But these simple decisions, I asked the referee for give me an explanation, and I was sent off.
Yeah, and you know what it is, and I've said this many times, and this isn't to bash referees or anything like that. Like, as a volunteer, like, there's none of us here get paid right for what we do, right? All we do is give our time. But there's one person that gets paid every game.
He's a professional on the field. Yeah.
And and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but just before I go any further about it,
go on.
I'm saying this to make the league better.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not trying to castigate officials.
Yeah.
Because they're so important. Now an official, you have no game of football.
Yeah.
But I just feel across the board there should be a sit down at the end of the year with the clubs and a little forum and discuss with the executive where we can improve the league, where we can bring the league forward from the Premier to Division 1 to Division 2. Like after that semi-final with Hanover, 2 players were crying and dressed 2 18-year-olds. Devastated, devastated.
I could see it on their face.
You know,
the first one went in our goalkeeper scored it, like I said.
Yeah.
It was the last kick of normal time, was it, Billy?
98 minutes.
98 minutes. Which there was a good.
There was. Oh, there was 100%. There was.
That. 8 minutes is not an issue. And then I thought, Bolton Glasgow are such a better team than Hanover this year. They could have hung on twice and they let it go twice. And you know yourself, 9 times out of 10, the underdog always wins the penalty shoot.
Like when we down to 8, the boys were coming, or down to 9, the boys were coming down to me. I just set up 4-3-1 was what I set up, and I said, let Hanover 2 fullbacks have the ball, let them have it, and we just try and defend our box. We did defend them, but I go back to the issue with the red card. I went down to the New Oak match and Parkvilla, and the 2 red cards, unfortunately for New Oak, it's probably cost me a chance of getting to a Leinster Junior Cup final, in my opinion. But the same rule wasn't applied there. I just wonder if it was a stronger referee on the occasion in the plots would have been a sending off.
Well, valid point,
you would definitely expect them to go by the rules anyway.
Well, look,
do you know?
Being honest, Podge, my brother asked one of the officials the rule that day, and he said he didn't move his hand to the ball, even though. But if it didn't hit his arm, I was looking at it. If it didn't hit his arm, it was going into the back of the net. Now they scored a penalty afterwards, and they got the penalty. That's fine.
If it didn't hit his arm, how was it a penalty?
No, it hit his arm, but he didn't move his hand to the ball.
Oh, is that why?
Do you know what I mean? That's why it wasn't a red card. That was the rule they said. I
spoke to the Senior League.
We accepted that. That was it.
Yeah, I spoke to him once for Senior League referee. We'll leave it this anyway on the Tuesday because I was actually wounded. I could barely breathe for the Sunday and the Monday. I was actually devastated. Not for me, for the players that I felt that a bad decision had maybe cost us a cup final, because you're talking about the parade out. I was using that as a motivation factor for the lads to walk out in front of your family with your son and daughter beside you, walking out onto that field, and that was the motivation I had used to try and get the boys. And I was devastated. I was actually devastated.
I was just them.
I couldn't go onto the field, but I did. I walked over to see Pa Down with respect, and again I was told to go. But look,
going back to what Billy said there about the officiating, right? And we're not slaughtering referees here.
100% no.
Billy said we're here
to improve it.
Let's club managers meet up with the Car League and a referee official.
Start of the season.
Blocky Welch, as it was over the referees before the ball is kicked in the start of the not the 35 season, but for all the divisions, and just say the criteria has to be met by all referees because they get paid for it, right? That's fine, but criteria they have to be there minute latest 1:30 if it's
100%.
7 o'clock before a 7:30 kickoff.
100%.
10:30 before 11 o'clock kickoff. A half an hour before kickoff, basically, and just say right. There is one referee who comes in and he gets slaughtered in some games, but I'm not going to mention his name. But he's valve and he checks the pressure of the balls and all that. Correct. But that's him doing his job right.
Yeah.
But is there
like that?
Is there a mix between the divisions, or is it like referees division specific?
If Podge, it's different if the referee was coming and he's refereeing the game and it got delayed in the morning and he has to drive 20 minutes out to another place to referee at 2 o'clock, then you can be delayed. That's fine. Yeah. But if you're not down there that morning,
I think something when an official gets it. Sorry, Pop. Right. When they see the fixture and they say it's Bolton versus Hanover, that's only Division 2.
Yeah, but is there?
That's my take on it.
So, would sorry to cut across, but would there be like a mix of referees between all divisions, or would a referee be division specific? Because I genuinely don't know the logistics behind it. Like,
mainly, I think it's referees for divisions.
Specific.
We've roughly had the same 3 to 4 referees.
But it's the same game, though, Billy. Do you understand me?
100%.
No, I understand that.
But
Podge, Billy, tell you, no disrespect to the man who refereed that game against Bangladesh, but the two linesmen are a better referee than the referee.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as simple as that.
Yeah, but like, but 3 weeks previous, before we were playing a game in Castle Rangers, and it was talking about referees making up the rules, and but it was a 50-50 tackle in midfield, right? Yeah. And the Botlas guy won the tackle. There was no free awarded, but I saw number 8 at Castle Rangers was gone down injured. Yeah. So we had our centre midfielder had bounced the ball back to our centre back to come out the left. Okay, and I shouted in, lads. So I actually was so concerned, I actually went in onto the field because I thought the chap had broken ankle. Yeah. So the whistle was blown, the game was stopped. The ball never left the field. Okay.
In your possession.
Thank God number 8 was okay, was able to continue, and the ball was handed back to the Botlas player. He took 2 steps forward and he was yellow carded for not kicking the ball back to the opposition goalie.
But you had it.
We had it. I have contacted. I asked the league.
He got a second yellow in that game as well.
And he got a second yellow. Missed the
You're joking me.
Yeah. That's not good enough.
But I look for clarification, and I'm not ashamed to say we look for clarification. And the question we were asking about was about the rule of the first yellow card, and it was the politician's answer that you can't appeal 2 yellows, but they never answered the question that we wanted an answer to.
Yeah.
How was that yellow card the first one? And after the game, the referee came over to the back of my van and said to me, I am going to put him in for 2 late tackles. And I said, there was no late tackles. That's exactly on my mother's grave. He came over to me in the youth centre. I said, we put him in for 2 late tackles because I said, you can't because there was no late tackle there. I said, you can put in what you like. I said, because you're probably going to get 3 games. Because I was a little bit huffed.
Yeah,
and then I looked at the fixtures and he was down for the semi-final.
Well, on referees, I can announce that I did make contact with a referee today. Yeah. And we are going to have a referee on the show next week. Right?
Brilliant.
Coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who will announce on the social.
But again, Podge, I'm saying these things to improve the league. I don't want
110%.
It's not to castigate any referee or any official. I just think we need to improve these things, and then it'll improve the standard of Carlow soccer.
Yeah, but it's fair to say, Billy, that people make mistakes,
100%.
and referees will make mistakes.
I made them all year my selections.
Make mistakes.
Yeah.
But they're
like and it's not a bashing session against referees because they all make mistakes, absolutely. Yeah. But you use the word clarification.
Yeah.
So if one incident happens for a certain thing, and it's a red card, and happens for the same thing, and it's a yellow card. There's a grey area there that has to be looked at. And to sit down at the start of every year with every club manager, not the treasurer, not the secretary,
the manager,
the team managers, and have that conversation. And even if the referees are division specific, have the meetings division specific.
I'd love that.
Do you know?
Like, I won't worry me. But but you should sit down. If a referee, even on the occasion, I was talking to another Premier League manager during the week, and he said to me, if the referee on the occasion that day come over and explain to me why he felt it wasn't a red card and why he had diffused the situation, because the plot was electric at that stage. It was a great
on
game.
Edge.
Botnas had a great support, Hanover had savage support, and it was on edge. There wasn't one dirty tackle really in the game, and it ended up with 2 yellow cards and about 6 yellows, 2 reds and 6 yellows, and it wasn't a game of nothing.
That's nuts for semi-final, isn't it?
But that's the level of sometimes affiliation or officials at that level, Podge.
Yeah. But I said this before. If Tree was sitting here, I wouldn't do it.
No,
I wouldn't do it.
I think fair play to the
and I think they should get more.
Yeah,
I actually think in this day and age to get more money for it. Yeah. To be honest with you. Anyway, we'll move on. Billy, question. First one. You're overbought on Glass.
Yeah.
You brought them from Division 2
to the Premier.
You won Division 2 into Division 1, won Division 1, and you weren't there for the Premier season.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I was doing everything on my own steam, which I've never. I was coming from Carlow, driving to Botnas 2 nights a week. That time we'd no training facilities. We had old spotlights, and we had an old generator.
Yeah.
So I used to bring over a Jimmy can full of petrol for to cover the session. And I did it for a full year. Every week I brought home the jerseys and washed them. Well, I didn't. So I washed them for the lads in the first year We had a great year. We won the league and cup that year. Okay, got a great response, as I did this year when I went back. Went into Division 1 and I wasn't getting much backing from the committee.
Okay.
And I aired my views, because I say what I think, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I said it straight out that I wasn't.
Way.
And I said, listen lads, I'm only have 1 more year of this SHIT. And that'll do me. I said, no matter what happens this year, I'm gone. And the chairman, halfway through the season, the chairman said, that's okay, we're looking at a coach with badges. Looking for a coach with badges. Won Division 1, got beaten in Division 1 cup final. I walked away. The club never actually thanked me for my work for 2 years. We had a dinner dance, and I was totally ignored at our own dinner dance.
You're joking me.
By the club, yeah.
And they got relegated then from Premier the following year.
They got in Peter Donnelly for a few weeks, and then they got in another guy with his badges.
Blue Peter badges.
Yeah, I don't want to write, but they got relegated. But the players, I knew all the players, and if I go into any club, I found out about all the players, if they've any issues, family issues. Yeah. So then I would call myself a very decent man manager.
Okay.
And I like to find out. Then I talk to, if I go to a training session, Podge, I will talk to every player.
I think you have an eye for a player as well, don't you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
I do think you have an eye for a player.
But I'll talk to them. Like, we played Hanover the first league game this year, and the boys were doing the warm up, and that's when I walk, or they're stretching, and they go, "How are you, Pop? How are you, Podge? Any issues? How's the ankle? How's your sister? Is it okay? Did she have the baby? You know, this sort of stuff."
Yeah.
And then one young lad got a bit tick because I didn't. He said after the game, I never spoke to him. but like because they were so used to me addressing them. Because they're all human beings. And good.
It's nice to.
Yeah, but like coming up to the semi-final, one of our centre half, his miss was Joe Baby, and like I was in constant contact with him to make sure everything went well.
Yeah.
You know, and he actually appreciated it.
Yeah,
it's a different
job. After they only see he sends a message for him on a game on a Sunday morning.
But I do that like
I'm constantly doing that behind the scenes.
It's brilliant, but every player is different. You've dealt with so many. Some lad wants the arm over the shoulder. I'm never a giver outer. I don't abuse a player. Wouldn't do that to a player.
Yeah,
you know, because I think it'll destroy a player. But I love putting the arm around them and bringing them on, and then seeing them starting to blossom.
Yeah.
And then a couple of them players from this year, like 9 of that Bottomless panel are under 19.
Wow. Will it stay together, Billy?
I don't know. Well, I just did a year.
And so, and I'll tell you what I'm interested in now, the fact that you got into the Premier.
Yeah.
Obviously, some kind of follow, as you mentioned, ignored or whatever. Yeah. But you go back. Is it the hometown thing?
Actually, look, I was. Yeah, look. I'm Bottomless through and through.
I'm sure you turned down clubs, though.
I have turned down 1 or 2 clubs. But listen, when Bottomless came calling...
Strange one to go back to, isn't it, after the way you were treated?
Yeah, I was treated, but the whole new committee.
Right, okay.
Oh, lovely, okay.
Oh, no, he moved on.
Yeah.
They moved on, and I just, like, I love the lads. Some of the lads are so... Like, a lot of the new lads, I brought in Sean Horden. Tony came in. Tony got me in first. And
Sean's a nice chap, isn't he?
But Tony had to leave, personal reasons. And then I got Sean and Martin Brady, the 2 guys came in. Martin just lost his son last year, 17. You know, so it was tough. He came in, but Martin's brilliant. He knows all the young lads, and Sean Horden was a young coach going forward. He's going to be very good. I got the right lads around me, and the boys gelled, and I was able to find out off of Martin and Sean, what's he like? You know, has he family issues? You know, is he fond of it? And that was it, you know. But I give him 1 year. Because it's a lot of commuting when you're doing 40 mile on Tuesday, 40 on a Thursday.
Yeah.
You're Sunday, the week of the Castle Rangers Cup match. I left home to go down to Castle Rangers nearly in the quarter final of the Cup. Then I went straight over to Bottomless to play Wolf Hill in the last game of the league.
Yeah.
You know, by the time you're home it's 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a long day.
But you're doing this, and I want nothing now, but I just, you do get out. If it wasn't Bottomless, wouldn't do it. Because I turned down the Credit Yard A job.
Yeah.
Because I just needed a break. And then 3 weeks later she said, what are you doing? I'm going to the Credit Yard B. you love it, you know.
I think you've answered this one, or even going to ask anyway. Because you do a lot. I find it fascinating about the work that's not seen. So I think it's fair to say that it's easy to go down, pick an 11 and put them out on the pitch and tell them what to do. Like, to go watch teams, to go get insight into your team. Yeah. Like, but all that behind the scenes, what do you gain from junior soccer, Billy? I've gained
so many friends.
Okay.
Like, go back to GA, like I had so many friends GA. I've enemies.
Who doesn't?
You know, but I've so many friends. Like, any club I went to, I'm welcome. I'm very well respected. I'm welcome in Crayard. I played in Castle Villa for a couple of years. Well respected over there. go up to Wolf Hill, end up in Wolf Hill.
I never knew you were on to Wolf Hill.
Respected up there. So I've gained a lot of respect.
Yeah.
From the clubs I've went to, played with, represented. So I get great enjoyment out of football. I get great enjoyment out of seeing young lads coming through.
You've gained the network, like you've definitely gained the network within the game.
Yeah, but you know, like Padgett, you've young lads from under 12 in your academies. When you see them blossom at 18, and you had some part in bringing those forward on the journey. But it's amazing. It's lovely. Yeah. And I was talking to Jack Kenny's mammy that day against Hanover, and like she's so proud that he came from where he was. Yeah. She was giving out because he got so yellow cards, stupidly, because he deserved the second one. Yeah. But you know, it's just that's what I get with it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I just love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a buzz.
Tell me, how did you end up at Wolf Hill?
I was playing. I got sick of playing GAA. Sort of went away from football when I was 31 and played a small bit of soccer with Botnas. Ruptured the Achilles tendon.
Lovely.
Down in Parkmore, and stopped playing. Got the operation done. Was out around 6 to 9 months. I can't remember exactly what it was. And a brother-in-law of mine, Davy Carty, rang me to see would I go back playing football. So I had to ring the surgeon, David Barton, up in James's, to see could I go back play ball. Yeah. So Davy said, "Come on, it was a Stevens this morning. They're going to have a kick around up in Wolf Hill." Because I would have known Des Cooney. Okay. So I went up anyway and went on and played for 2 years with them.
Stevens this morning.
Stevens this morning. But Munger says Popa was brilliant. Yeah. And I went up and just gel like it's a crazy and all them boys. They were all there. Just gel Damien McMahon. Just gel, get in with the group.
Brilliant.
Crazy,
and then I went from there to take them up. Then I played a bit of 35s with Castleville. I think I played a game with you, with Castleville.
Had a couple,
yeah. And then
I won't tell you my name over there.
It wasn't Popa Nolan.
Or Paul.
Great lads.
Yeah.
Great lads.
It's massive club, isn't it?
Oh, Wedger, sure. Like
Wedger, yeah. So great respect for
Jordan Harmon's uncle.
Yeah.
Wedger, what a footballer.
Great footballer. Yeah. Very
Don
intelligent.
Byrne, Rye's father. Oh, legend.
What a club, man.
What a club, man. You know.
Sure, Anthol Lawler was in a room with Pats there.
Serious soccer player.
Vinny, I think Vinny was with them, wasn't
he?
Yeah.
Proctor in the goal, played for Kildare for years.
Yeah.
Serious goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Nigel Byrne was good. There was some great players in that.
Oh, serious.
Yeah, it was a very good club. What way are they now? Do they have a senior side?
I think they're Division 2 in Kildare, which could be Division 3 or 4. Yeah, I think Liam Murphy went back in. Liam was great years ago.
Yeah.
And Liam went in. I think Liam's back with them. It's a young team coming through. But with Liam Murphy there, if they're there, he'll get them there. He'll get them forward.
They had a massive fundraiser recently, didn't they?
Oh, the big yoke down there, yeah.
Oh, the movie thing.
Movie night, yeah.
Yes.
Damien looked better in the skirt and pennies that day than he did in the Saxon. Only messing down.
He should have been the Dougal.
Yeah.
What's your proudest moment in the game, Billy?
Proudest moment? One or two, but like, one was to be asked to take over Botnas Soccer back in 2013, you know. And then to be asked then to go into Crettyard with Damien Locke and Badger Brennan. Yeah. You know, lad with no coaching skills as such. They were a team that were
How did that come about?
I knew Badger. I was playing at Badger's windows fairly regularly. Yeah. And then Damien Locke, Badger and Damien was going to Wexford. Yeah. I didn't know this till after. Right. And Damien Locke contacted me and see where I come in. And I just went out with Tuesday night, Pop, and I just rolled in and
that was it.
You know, got in with the group. Mikey Brown was the first lad to put his hands out to me, shook hands with Mikey and introduced me to the group, and on I went.
Would you have known a few players before?
Wouldn't have known them.
No.
And I think it was about 2 weeks after I took a session with them, a training, grind and running session. Yeah. The boys loved it. And I loved it because they responded to me.
Yeah.
And I was roaring like an ass. And then the proudest of all them had to be, besides winning an All-Ireland Botnas, it was going out Leinster Junior Cup final with Crettyard. Okay. The only Cardiff team to do it. Yeah. Amazing feeling. Unfortunately, they were beaten. But to walk out and say...
I would have got something that day, Billy.
I should have had. You know, I said early on, we probably over-respected Sheriff. Well, me and Badger were after going.
That was the name Sheriff had. Like you
couldn't put respect.
Like you're looking at.
We drove the Pop so many matches. Yeah. Like we did so much mileage to see other teams on that journey. Because I remember New Oak beat us in the playoff out in Collection, and like we were all devastated. We were down to play Crumlin the following weekend.
That's right.
And me and Badge went up on the Tuesday night to watch Crumlin playing CYMS or something. Yeah. And coming out of there, the 3 forwards, and they were absolutely electric.
Yeah.
It was a Chinese lad. Brilliant. But they had the two midfielders that thought they were better than they were. And I said to Badger, we'll score. It's all about being very solid at the back. I knew we'd get a goal against them.
Yeah.
So we came home and we said, look, we'll play with a back four that do not cross the halfway line.
Yeah.
You do not cross the halfway line. And came out there 2-1. Massive.
But that was a really good, that was a tough game, wasn't it? That Crumlin one.
Sure,
they were a good outfit, like.
Crumlin were really, really good. Really, and organised. And it was all diags. Like, you know, you don't, like, you understand, you're coaching for years, but the diags. But we had Skippy was playing as a right back, because we knew they were going to overload.
Naturally a centre half,
but
we
like,
put him out there.
We knew.
Going,
defending the diag.
Yeah.
But we knew he would. We knew he was good in the air, strong, and we knew we were going to from going looking at the previous game.
Yeah.
You see what they're at.
It's just worth the trip, isn't it?
Oh, we went up.
You might give out going up.
We did because
when you're up there and you get
Badger
your information, you're done.
Papa, we arrived up at 10-7. Badger thought the match was at 7. I was on at 8.
Did he put his hand in his pocket to buy a coffee bill?
He did.
He did, aye. Come on, Badge.
Yeah. But that was probably the proudest. You know.
Yeah, no, it's you mentioned the All Ireland with Bottinglass. You done that before age 22, did you?
1990 that was, yeah. At 22, I spoke to you a while ago about this. Like at 22, I'd won 5 senior football championships.
So what I'm getting at is you've raised the big one in relation to club senior football, and it's barely in your top 3 of proudest moments.
Yeah. Because I didn't play. But I didn't play in all in the All Ireland year in 1990.
Yeah,
I didn't play all the games.
Okay.
So and it's not like winning a medal that you've earned, if that makes sense to you.
No, it does make sense. Yeah,
I'm very proud. I mean, parents got to go to them. Were so proud of their son. There was only 23 lads in Botnas to have an All Ireland medal.
You wanted them,
and you're one of them. And you're well thought of.
Yeah.
For that, but I didn't. I felt, and I've often said this to Buds, I didn't achieve it because I didn't play the All Ireland final. No, I did all the train. Tommy Murphy, and I learnt an awful lot from him. He was the manager, and the importance. I remember him getting up on the stage that night and saying, "We would win nothing with 15 players." That's why when I'm in soccer,
it's a true statement, but it's hard for you to accept as well.
Yeah, but it's all about the squad. With soccer, I love the squad. It's a squad.
Yeah.
And it's like my number 20 is as important as my number 5 because without him, you've nothing.
In sessions, especially.
But even on but when I was in Division 2 this year, Podge, I made it my business that no matter what happened in the game, I was playing 5 subs.
Okay.
And every Sunday I played 16 players.
Did you?
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, cup semi-final didn't happen because that was all. But I played every game. 16 guys played.
Is that because you know how it feels not to play in big games?
100%.
Psychology behind that is nuts, isn't it?
No, but it's more of a common thing in the lower divisions than it is in the Premier Division.
Would it be, Pop?
100%, yeah. Like Pa be the same. Pa uses 5. Some days you only have 11. You can't use any subs. But if you had 3, the 3 go on. If you had 6, you can't put on. But you're saying it to the one. I want to put 6 in, but I can't. Puts on the 5 lads. But it's more common in the lower divisions than it is in the Premier and all that. Because
but don't forget them 20 lads you have on a Sunday. They're all paying their money for the week.
Yeah.
Like when I was at Botlands the last time, the agreement I made with the club, I wasn't allowed this time. If you didn't get a game on a Sunday, you were handed back your money. Because it was tough on lads coming. They were giving back. That time was only a £5 for the ref on a Sunday, which covered your 2 nights training, and because we were training on the field with spotlights. But you give back the guy a £5, and it wasn't an insult to the young lad. But sometimes you could have parents with 2 kids that mightn't have it.
Yeah, I know.
And they were coming on a Sunday. That's why I'd be thinking.
You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
But that's why
are they working or are they not working?
100%. But a lot of lads there, even that Botlands team at the moment, they're doing apprenticeships. They're starting out on their journey. And 15 or 20 euro mightn't be a whole lot to some people. Yeah. But when they have to pull 20 euro out of the first year, apprenticeship, it's a ball.
It's a dent in it.
It is for the poor devils. And that's what I do be trying to. And unfortunately, Botlands as a club haven't got the financial well-being to supplement it. That's just the way it is.
Do you think they'll grow, Billy?
I think there's a big change needed.
Go on.
In from the top down, I think they need to get more football-oriented people involved with the club. That know.
There's probably people involved you're saying that are not football, like good people, but they're not football people.
Oh, it's a very sporting, proud town, like.
Oh yeah, but it is.
It's a place to go and get a win.
Yeah, but it is.
Absolutely.
It is,
but
man. It's still, unfortunately, in Botlands, it's still second-class citizenship.
Really?
Like it's really like soccer is looked down upon unfortunately. That's just the way it is.
And do you think there's any scope for change that way? Or
See, Paul, you'd want better facilities.
Okay.
You have no training facilities. So
Yeah.
you have to hand out money to go and let your son go and train. You go to a GAA club, you pay your membership at the start of the year.
Yeah.
That's it, you're covered. Soccer, you have to hand out money every Sunday.
Yeah, it's tough.
You have to hand out money for if you're going to an AstroTurf. And if parents haven't got it, they just can't put it.
but the secondary school there, my wife used to work in it.
It's called Gunkish.
They have big like sporting grounds up there.
Yeah, but the GAA have most of the AstroTurf wrapped up. You know,
and there's
yeah.
no relationship at all. Like,
I
it's,
know that's it. I wouldn't get into that because
Yeah, I get
that's
you.
between the chairman. Like, I've a great relationship with the GAA.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I couldn't say what, like, the chairman who's doing great work, Paddy. You know, Bubbles, Paddy
Yeah.
Berry. Like, it's his first year.
Bubbles the chairman?
Yeah, but it's only his first year on the journey.
Right.
You know, so he's a lot to learn, and they'll need to improve facilities. They need a pitch. They have looked for planning for dressing rooms, but their facilities, their pitch is poor. You know,
Yeah.
Pitch out the back was better, Billy, but it was too soft, wasn't
too
it?
soft. Yeah, but like that's
But they
all
tried to make it bigger to make it play better soccer than this.
yeah, but now they're after building houses and they've come across that pitch for the sewerage.
Oh, lovely.
So you're very limited to what you can do. Like
Yeah.
this year, we were trying to play on one pitch, and it's very hard to have one pitch. So
Yeah.
the juveniles and all the senior team, were playing on the main pitch,
yeah,
and it's been
Lot
so
of
close to the
traffic.
river, it floods fairly easy.
Yeah.
You have a lot of these things, and sometimes if you haven't got the facilities, you find it hard to attract lads.
Yeah,
I hope they do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
well, I suppose they'll try. Like, but I just think over time, like, is they're a fairly well established club, right?
oh yeah, look, the men before them, like Ian Doyle, who would have been the starter of Botlas GAA or soccer in 1970, whatever. What a soccer!
That's what I mean. They're 40-odd-year old. Like,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, but look, they always win things. You know,
You
except
always,
this year.
yeah.
But they always win
You know the
things.
way there's a crossover sometimes, you'll often see it. And I'll play with Burn one year, play with Tulla the next year,
Yeah.
whereas back to Burn, back to Tulla.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that with Rathvilly
No,
and Burn?
well,
lads?
when
Or is it just
when I won the Division 1 in 2014, I'd Daniel O'Brien
Daniel?
Did
yeah.
you?
playing up top, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
Daniel's
know,
a great
Good
player.
player.
It's
And
an
I-
pop, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so if Slenny Rovers are
Playing
going.
35 still, is he?
Oh,
Yeah.
he got married here 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Did he?
Daniel's
brilliant.
43 or 4. But he, when you Slenny Rovers and Botlas, 4 mile apart. So it's very hard to get.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Then you
tough.
Parkville, I know in Carly you've lots of different clubs, don't get me wrong. But some Rathvilly lads wouldn't come and play at Botlas.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Just
And then you have Castleville, as you mentioned, kind of in the middle of it as well.
Yeah, Castleville had, like I said, a couple of the Botlas I got back this year were in Castleville last year, but when they heard I was going back in, they came back in. Same with Dunlavin's all out the road.
Yeah.
They're pulling out there as well.
Yeah, no, I just think a club that's so well established, as you mentioned, up in the 70s, whatever, so they're touching 40, 50 years old. You think there'd be something there that, you know, like get to ground or share it
Is
with
that the
something.
pitch all the time, Billy? That, in the
Yeah,
houses, that
yeah,
down
we-
there
like
at the
years.
river?
Yeah, years ago we had different pitches. You know, we got a farmer gave you
Yeah,
a
a bit of land,
bit of
yeah.
land to play. You know, we played up at the meat factory. It's houses
Played
now.
at the meat factory, yeah, played up there.
Remember the wires going across the
Remember,
middle
we
of
used to hit it, yeah.
Yeah,
the
it was
ball
up
would
there.
drop.
We used to play down.
That was a big pitch, Billy.
Oh, wasn't it? Oh, it was a massive pitch.
Massive pitch.
Yeah.
It was fit then.
Back to me. I would drive around it now. But then we had
some battles then. I remember mentioned the lad episode 1 or 2 where Paul Foster, do you remember him?
Paul. Yeah, Paul's in Cork.
Some soccer player,
Savage.
wasn't he?
Yeah, savage. And
Some battles. I was playing
strong
sweeper
as a
that
bull.
day. And I used to play sweeper then.
Yeah.
And he was playing centre forward.
And Doug Ignorant.
Oh, for sure, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, but
and
good player.
Great player. Yeah, he went down. Paul, I think he's in Cork. I think he would have got married down there. But great player. But then drifted away. You know,
Tony was playing that time for them.
Tony's son
We're orange then,
and Tony's soccer player, son Keane, like.
is he?
Yeah,
Tony's soccer mad, isn't
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, actually, look, he loves it.
he? Yeah.
Then Keane plays for Crumlin in the senior league.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he played for Ireland. Keane played for Ireland under 15s and 16s in
What's his
goals.
surname?
Keane Clark.
Clark. Did he play junior ball glass?
No, he's up based in Dublin.
Oh, right, okay.
Nah, he's in Crumlin there now for the last 3 or 4 years. I love you, chap.
Yeah.
An absolute, you know.
We mentioned your proudest moment. What's your worst moment in the game?
Worst moment last Sunday week.
Really?
I was devastated.
Really?
100%.
After, 30 years.
Said to Popa this morning, I met him on his round, I was on the job, and I felt so let down by officials. I'm not going back down that route. I was absolutely wounded. Lost the Junior Cup final, lost leagues because we weren't a better team. I just felt 2 weeks ago, I thought we were the better team. And I thought I had the boys right. And I thought I had everybody. I thought I had the plan in place. I thought everything was right. And then just the way it worked out, I was devastated.
Yeah. I was talking this morning. Yeah,
I was.
Even his tone of voice, it was just flat.
I was wounded. Like the Sunday and the Monday, I was very, very low.
So what's the post-mortem then? Like, now the dust is settled, are you pointing the fingers at the incidents?
No. Had a great chat with Pat Badger.
Yeah.
And had a great chat with Popa, and we should have been good enough to hold out.
Regardless of how many you had?
I look, unfortunately, until the officials do things by the rule book, in my opinion, I can't do anything with that.
Absolutely.
So I just get over it. If it happens for a team like that again, when you're 2-1 up in the 98 minutes, you have to be able to defend it.
Yeah.
When you're 3-2 up in the 113th minute, you have to be able to defend it. And we didn't.
Yeah.
I was looking at the game, Podge. I didn't get on, but I was like, Hanover not doing anything. I was so I was itching to get on.
But the game,
the 5 subs are on. And I said it to Billy.
The game needed Popa. See, I'd set up 4-3-1. Well, I didn't. Myself, the three management, because we're all in this together. Sean and Martin Brady, and Hanover didn't know what to do against 9 players. I think
happens a lot, though, lads.
Yeah, but they needed a man to go in and get the ball and move it around. Popa was the man. I said to you this morning, but they hadn't got that. Not run down any Hanover player.
Yeah. I was down. I said the 5 subs are on, so I was like, I was walking down. What's left? A power went. It's 95. He said, so I walked around the back of the goal.
Next time you going on.
Because I said, can we make, I didn't know what was a rule or not, can we make a sub in extra time? A 6th one? I didn't know what was I asked the question. And I don't think we can. You can in the Premier League in England.
Goalkeeper might be able, I think.
Goalkeeper you might. Yeah. And I know the penalty shootout, if it's 9, it goes down to 9 players, you pick 9 players and all that, I know all them. But I wasn't sure of that, and I asked, and the boy said, no, you're not allowed to do it. Once you use your 5, that's it. So I was like, 98 minutes. I said, the boys scored. So I had a little chat with them along with Pat, trying to get them going again. I said, boys, don't let this go to penalties. You've 9 men, don't let it go to penalties. And they couldn't do anything to break them down. The boys were solid. And then they scored to go 3-2 up with 9 players.
And Jamie Furlan was unlucky for Jamie got a 1-on-1.
Yeah, he made the wrong decision.
And he went to chip the keeper.
Yeah.
But that's their
I find that.
And then it was a big scruffle in the box. But like literally, Podge, when the goalkeeper, D-Root scored 98 minute, whistle gone, game over.
Yeah.
And then we scored a third to make it 3 or whistle gone, game over. They were deflated.
Because I was standing right behind the goal, and our keeper came out, who wasn't a keeper at the start of the year, and he great young lad.
He did all right, didn't he?
Great young lad.
Yeah.
Nice chap. But he came out for the ball and didn't get to it on the third goal. And on his way back, you could argue, was he impeded? He wasn't fouled. Okay. Was he impeded?
Okay.
But the ball was in there.
It
sounds
like it was chaos.
Yeah, but he should be able to defend.
Yeah, well, that's like, if it was the other way around, if Hanover had 9 and Bottomglass had 11, I'd expect a man like Billy, but they had a few better players than what Hanover had to break this down. Yeah. But Hanover had 11, Bottomglass had 9, and it was comfortable for you, Billy.
Oh yeah,
and then it was just the 2 scruffles in the box didn't suit them.
2 corners.
And they didn't go in the first. They don't win the first header, you're in trouble straight away.
There's a thing on defending, and it's going to go off the topic a little bit. And there's a few lads that clarify this. I don't think I did one with you, Pop, the academies. But I've often put a back 4 against an 11.
Wow.
And they wouldn't have scored against them. Because when you're defending with less players, you defend deeper. So there's no space in behind. Okay, so
you're not shooting, obviously.
You can shoot, but like, you do it next training session. You do pull back 4 and put them against 9 lads and see how many goals to score. You'd be very surprised.
I have a problem there, though, Podge. I need a club.
Yeah.
We saw that Billy Nolan.
St. Pat's are always looking Bill over that. But no, sorry to digress. But yeah, it's an interest. I always think when you defend with less, it's easier because you're closer to the goal and you can protect the goal.
Yeah, but I felt, and I rang Sean to tell, I just felt that what's the fullbacks for Hanover, the left lad, and he's an oldish guy.
Pricey.
Yeah, I knew he'd come and he'd launch. I knew what was going to happen. Well, I didn't know, but I was trying to preempt.
Yeah.
And I said, the wingers haven't got it. And be solid in the centre.
Yeah.
And a player who got injured just straight after Christmas, Mikey English, if he had been around, maybe that's to win the high balls from the corners, win a header.
Well, I tell you, the couple of chances you had in the game, you'd fancy him to score them.
Yeah. That's.
And that's
Well, it's ifs and maybes.
He knows how to score. Like.
Yeah, but that's.
Well, injured was he?
Yeah, no, but Mikey had to walk away after Christmas, just sciatica.
Oh, was it?
He's busy as well, but he's the.
No, he's moving to Athlone.
Oh, is he?
Has a house bought up in Athlone.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was going to play of the year because I was there.
Yeah.
Get on with Mikey, and
Yeah.
he was suffering with sciatica and training was killing him. He was coming back down from Mullingar to train or Athlone 1 night a week. He was doing that. It's very hard.
Does he not have the recovery place there over the old Super Queen? Did he?
He sold it, let on.
Oh, did it on?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
And like he was getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work just to play a game of soccer.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's big commitment,
but,
isn't it?
we had well, look, if you don't defend the lead,
Yeah, no, it's goals you normally don't give away, Billy.
that's a. But go back to the start.
That's what it is.
The only
I said it to
conversation.
you, there were 2
100%.
corners, but if you don't win the first one, you're in the world of hurt straight away.
And you said early on, Pop, Hanover's name was on that cup.
Oh,
And fair play to them.
That's great. Dacker sent me a message on Sunday that I had to send off to the Manx to decipher it.
you sent it to me, and I was
What's he on
like,
about?
is he typing with his toes or
I
his
don't know.
fingers?
He's some man.
Bit of Chinese.
Oh my God!
Worst moment. I can't get over that worst moment one. I really can't.
Yeah,
There must have been absolutely anarchy.
Well, I'll tell you, just before the boys were winning 3-2,
Yeah.
and I was walking on the back of the goal because I was going down.
So you were tick
No,
with
no,
your brother
it was,
for not putting you
end
on.
of season drinks with the first team.
Oh, yeah,
And it was
okay.
at 4:30, and I was going home to get a shower because I wasn't on the field of the ground. Well, I wasn't taking that wouldn't bother me, but his face, I'll never forget his face. He was deflated.
Oh, it was right. Yeah,
He was like, the blood is draining over him, and I said, "You're going to hang on here, Billy, in my own head." And then I could see him. He was in the little garden allotment, standing up on the fence. He was like,
You
little
got the line at the
He was
stage.
outside the
right?
fence.
I was gone off half an hour, like.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But I was deflated but not I deflated for myself, just for the players. And when I went into the dressing room after and see lads in
Oh,
tears.
young lads crying, that'll break my heart, yeah.
Do you know, Billy? I didn't tell I was going to ask you this, but see when you win and it's successful. Do you know what's a big thing for me when I see social media things like that and managers winning juvenile leagues and all that? It's almost like it's about them.
Yeah, I know.
I've never had that feeling when I won something.
No.
Neither would I. No
Well,
way.
you could ask any of the Boston last boys. When we knew the league was gone and we failed and won it, I told them, and I said it all along, and especially over the last 4 or 6 weeks, lads, this is your opportunity. It's not about me. And in my WhatsApp, you're being large writing. It's your opportunity. I did it all.
Yeah.
It's your chance.
No, I get that's why I'm saying, because I get that vibe from you.
Especially when
I do get that vibe
you're
from you.
finding out that Hanover beat Vale on penalties, and you're like,
Oh, sure, we're
after hockey in Hanover twice this year.
but there was another problem. I had to get that out of them because we trained on the Wednesday night before Hanover,
Was it jolly?
and I was trying to bring them down because when the result came in on the Carlow League soccer page, one of the young lads texted in, "Is that the crowd we bet 7-0?" And I had to try and deflate that.
Yeah.
You know,
And it could be a problem as well.
oh,
Hanover played well the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, were just the boys
Played us off the field. Played us off the field.
And then Billy got them going, then got into their shape, and they got used to playing. Then they were like, "Yes, the boys are better than what we think they were."
Yeah.
And they were, and Hanover were, but
100%.
Bongla's still a better team. Parfall a better team. Vale was a better
Do
team.
you want to pop?
Oh, yeah,
Papa
we was, yeah.
Hanover are champions.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly it, and that's the only thing that matters, isn't it?
Of course it does.
We're going to park that.
Yeah.
We've given that Division 2 Cup semi-final far too much road and track.
Sorry.
But we'll move on. I'm only joking. I asked you this one. You said it's going to take about a month. Your best 11 you've worked with and played with.
Got out quick, right?
Right.
I didn't. I picked a team that, not that I played with, because I played with so many different great players. I wasn't great, but the players I played with were amazing. So I just couldn't pick 11.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
Gotcha.
You know. So I picked players that I've got involved with. Now, to the ideal world, you'd say she had picked 11 crack-yard players because they were a Premier club that I was involved with. But I had players that I bought in last team in 2013-14 who I'd go to battle with any day of the week.
Yeah.
And that to me is a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the team I picked I'd go to battle with them tomorrow morning because I know they'd have me back.
Tell us, you think my shape is bad here? We won't hear this.
3-1-4.
You okay,
1-1.
Podge? Sit down there, Podge.
3-1-4.
1-1.
1-1.
Three narrow three.
Obviously.
Then you play with a dime in the midfield. So you overload your midfield. So you're a 6, you have 2 8s and a 10.
Right.
You have your 2 wingers who are full-backs
Yeah.
or attackers, and then you have your 9 in front of your 10.
Have you played that?
Yeah. Jamie Furlong used to play Jamie played the 10.
Jamie Furlong played in the 10.
Yeah.
He's a wand.
And he was absolutely brilliant at it.
Jamie's top class.
But he was brilliant because I gave him a free roll.
Yeah.
He to do nothing else.
Just
get
play
on
it.
the ball and find the channels for Jack Kenny to go down left. Find Adam Keoghan and Shane Lennon, who didn't play the semi-final. Find the channels, find them at passes.
Yeah.
That's your job.
To speak of the channels before you get into the team, when you coach, do you work on channels when you coach? So what I mean is, I would always do a thing where you have 5 channels. So you have left side, 3 central channels on the right side, and I'd always have a thing when we're attacking, them channels have the occupied. Would you work on anything like that?
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't Podge, because I don't have badges. So but that's not
Billy.
being disrespectful. I work on and I work on the player, and I see what the player likes doing. I know Adam Keoghan loves running across the line and then gone in behind, and I play players to try and find Adam Keoghan run rather than or an out to win run.
And a Jamie Furlong on the ball can pick that pass.
That's exactly it.
Go back to that run.
Yeah,
you're saying so he's a winger.
He's coming across and
splitting between the two centre
100%.
halves, the centre half and the full back
in that channel.
Where the interest for me is, as a coach, what's the trigger for him to make that run? Does someone leave that space for him?
Well, if Jamie Furlong comes out
and
picks up the ball,
so there you are. Here's Jamie occupying one channel, man.
But
So you're doing it.
Yeah.
Also, the player has to realise when Jamie is on it, like, hold on for a second. Jamie has space here. I can turn it. Now make me run. But not when he's going back facing. He's on make a silly run. You know
but your front in that formation, when you're attacking your front 3, which are your 2 wingers really, and your 9, they have to be moving. Yeah. They have to be looking to find a channel.
It's dynamic.
They have to find a channel. Because if you're not making a movement, I don't care if you have our Lord on the ball, you won't get a ball. You have to be able to find somebody with a pass. But I have to make that run. Go to Cratty or Lee Salt would make them runs.
Yeah.
Go to the Grey Hanover, the Grey and the Lane. They'd make the runs. Look at the New Walk, Lee Walker. Look at the runs Lee Walker makes.
Yeah.
It's all about making the runs.
Do you know what to do, Billy? They're on the shoulder all the time.
On the
They're
last
just
man.
Like, referee, like, is he or not?
Yeah.
And that's such a
good
good run.
100%. But
the 3 of them were brilliant at it.
But you have to do that.
Yeah.
And if you do
that,
that,
up 2 or 3 offsides, but one will come your way.
And it's one-on-one down with the keeper, and it's about. I said of Adam Keoghan, I said, when you get in on one-on-one, take a deep breath. Don't try and kill the ball. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Slide past them. That's because young lads panic.
Of course they do. Yeah.
But
you mentioned the thing about badges there, right? I'm a strong believer that, I've said this before, your observations, as you mentioned, the eye will overweigh any badges you'll ever get. I can promise you that.
Look, there's probably an argument for both sides, is there?
I'm gone off badges completely. I really am, because the game's gone so universal. To become a great coach is so easy accessible now. Just Google shape on YouTube. It's different to when I started coaching, Billy. Completely different.
Yeah, but I suppose, look, every game against Hanover, we because we were missing a couple of players, I actually have been playing a formation of that, either 3-5-2 or 3-1-4-1-1 most of the games. But I felt in the cup semi-final, missing a couple of bodies from being sent. I had to start with 4 at the back.
Settle us down first.
Yeah, in the ideal board, I would have had Jack Kenny as a full back, because I think he's dynamic from that area. But I hadn't got a place in the back 4 for him because I hadn't got the players.
Yeah.
Would it also be a case of, I used to have this when I was at the Premier side in Pats, so I went from 3 to 4. It was always depending on where we were playing.
No,
not who we were playing.
No, but I didn't. I just changed the formation. I didn't. The 3 of us as a management team changed together.
Yeah.
It's just the bodies that was available for that day.
Yeah, I get it.
Is what we had to play. Like Jamie Furlong had moved to Waterford with his job. He's done an apprenticeship, so Jamie's not able to train.
Yeah.
So and then Paul Redmond got the 2 yellow cards. Another chap was gone away to Budapest.
Okay.
But would start.
Yeah.
But was George Ezra, was it?
but that's exactly what you just have to. You're given a pack of cards at your hand. Deal with it.
Yeah.
And I dealt with. I thought we dealt that with all right after the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you just move on. And next game, I will set up as a formation of a 3-5-2. And if you have to adjust during the game, we'll adjust.
And that's the key,
And if you go 2-0 up.
But it's a big advantage, Podge, having badges as well. Like, I'm not messing with you. Like, I would say, right, you're miles a better coach than me.
100%, I'd say.
Right,
same as me.
I would say I'm a better manager than you.
How dare you?
No, but I am. That's it.
No, I would never.
Your observation is.
I don't think it's right or wrong, Pop.
No, I disagree. Yeah.
And you know what sticks on? Sorry for going off. Sorry for going off your best 11, right?
No, you're all right.
Do you know what stands out to me?
Probably the worst 11 anyway.
Do you know what stands out to me in football, right? Remember the time Ireland Keane and Martin were over Ireland and they went to the Euros and they bet Italy. Analyse that goal for me.
Robbie Brady
one, yeah.
Analyse that goal for me. It was a pass.
The run.
It was a pass.
Yeah.
It was a 60-yard. It was a 40 or 50-yard diag.
Yeah.
Out to in run. Was it Houlihan played it?
Houlihan.
Clip over the top. Arrive lay header. Bang 1-0.
Yeah. With the run.
So, what drills do you do for that?
That's a one-off badge.
I'm just saying.
Over the course of the season.
Like,
over the course of the season. Like, you can go in straight away. Pat's a really good situation where Badger, Geich, Philly are on the sideline.
Yeah.
They do the managing, that's fine. They ring a coach after the game. What's wrong? What happened? We drew 2-all 2 or we won 2-1, but we conceded a sloppy goal. We're not getting in behind enough. Boom. In comes the lad with all these fucking badges. Right, on a Tuesday night, you don't turn up with cones and balls or anything like that. I don't do it. Like, I can't do that. I do drills and I do proper drills and all that, but you're able to break it down because you're qualified.
Yeah.
You know, I get that as well, but the point I'm saying is it's easy to go on Google, how do I play out from the back? How does a midfield tree rotate? So it's easy to go and do it.
Yeah.
Now, and I have this argument.
You have to have the
exactly. You have to have the eye and you have to have the players.
Yeah, but you have to be able to relay it properly.
100%. You have to be able to demonstrate it first of all.
And you have to have the players with the capability to take it in.
Correct.
100%.
Because you're no matter what level coach you are, your training session is always based off your worst player.
Oh.
And that's not negative on the worst player.
No, but do
you know what I mean? That's a rule I've always had, no matter what we do.
But you have to play at his level and build it up from there.
100%.
Yeah.
And if you're a good coach, that's why I measure a coach. Yeah. That worst player on the first session shouldn't be the worst player in the second session.
No.
Because he should have developed enough that someone else to get to the next level. Yeah. And it goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, but the runs we spoke about, it's the player has to have the ball, but he always has that. It has to be an option. You have to have a runner. Yeah. And through a coach, you can work on where to run. You can tell Jamie further, I'm going to use Jamie as a name, the channel Jamie, when Jamie gets the ball, he's going to play into that A, B, C channel. That's the channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not working right. I've Gaz Dyle play centre half, and Daz, we often switch up to long diags.
Yeah. Like, is that the chap who wins all the headers in the air?
Yeah, Gaz.
Oh, my God. He must have concussion after that.
He's there a long time though,
like, he has that in his locker where he can put a 60-yard pass, diag, and then in Division 2 soccer, it's not seen.
No.
Yeah,
lads would pick up on it.
That's what I'm saying.
I see it on the side and I'm like, whoa, look
so
at
you
this.
see Jack Kenny, we expose Jack Kenny on one side, or Adam Martin on the far side, and Gaz sees it, and the boys know it's coming.
Yeah, it's happening.
And you make it happen.
Yeah.
But then again, the players have to know what's going on.
Well, the players have to be, you know, the big thing, speaking about specific runs, I've seen some great players make stupid runs because their timing is way off. I always believe you have to arrive late on your run. I always think you have to arrive late.
Well, remember you were doing the coaching sessions. Don't be ahead of the ball.
Don't be ahead. As a fullback.
Or
don't
even like if the run. Like, you can't be ahead, and it's just don't be ahead of the ball.
You have to arrive onto it.
Timing.
Yes.
You spoke about Buzz Mar a few weeks ago about he'd arrive right
on the money,
on time.
Yeah, on the money,
and that's massive.
Yeah, but sure, if you're waiting for a bus, now he's been there 10 minutes early.
Unless your Badger going to a grumbling game. Let's go.
Right,
we have to shape
3-1-4-1-1. So in goals, Jeff Morton.
Right,
you all know Jeff. Back three is probably don't know these two lads. Paddy Sinnott Bodnas.
Go on, give us a breakdown.
Paddy is, do you know about him?
No.
Paddy played for years and brilliant players. Then you have Garrett Doyle, Gaz, the lad who won all others, Craig Hummerford in the back three.
Right.
You know, I don't even know a lot of players there, but
that's Terry.
No, Terry. Well, I didn't really. I died 1 year with Terry.
Okay.
Yeah, but sure, there's Bobby Dowling.
Good
player. You'd put in there.
Skippy,
Boilo as a full back. Sheep. You know, all these. Yeah. So then I'm going to go with Jason Enright in the 6.
Oh yeah, Jason Rolls Royce.
Yeah, and if you want to go to a 4, Jason just sits back in. Jason just sits back into it. So you're back forward then.
Well, he's your quarterback. He's your point back, isn't he?
Yeah. Then your two wide men, Danny Doyle from the right.
Danny Bagginstown?
Danny Doyle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, wide.
And I don't know who's up front if he's not. He's on the right.
Well, a young lad, Jack Kenny. I think he's one for the future.
Coached and built.
He's from the left.
Yeah.
I think he's the next big thing coming.
Where is he? Sorry, no. Where? Because I coached Jack the whole way up through Kennedy Cup and I had him a little bit of League of Ireland. Where is he? Is he working? Yeah.
He is in college.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Do you want his phone number?
No, you're alright. You think Badger already has it?
Yeah. He's in college and he's heading off now for the summer.
Like Jack.
Yeah. So Jason Enright, the two midfielders, Ozzy,
brilliant,
and a chap called Shane McGannon.
Go on.
Played with Botnas, brilliant player. Played with Kildare Town, serious soccer player. Came in, I mean, a dog in midfield.
Played for Bagnestown or
Botnas. But he used to play with Kildare Town for years.
League of Ireland.
Great friends of Johnny Murta.
Jockey?
Yeah. Came in and I got him. What a player.
Yeah.
What a dog. Just worked like Ozzy. Him and Ozzy together. 2-8s.
Oh, Ozzy's brilliant.
And then you play Buds in the 10.
I'd say it's his preferred position, is it?
And Lee Salter up top.
Yeah. That's why he's had a great connection, didn't it? Lee and Budsy.
You talk with channels, Buds will find
Buds
will find your run. Like you're leaving Mikey Byrne out with that team. A lot of lads.
Can't believe that.
You know, but
wasn't like Mikey up there. He got left out with Budsy's as well.
He got into my team.
He got the orange.
But on that team, if you have Jason Enright who can swing a 50-yard pass, and you have Danny on one wing and Jack Kenny to expose their two full-backs.
Yeah, you'll have an argument there to say, could you stick Mikey there instead of Jay?
Yeah, it could.
Mikey do the 6 as well.
Of course you could.
Yeah.
After the season Mikey had, could you get him in there and won the back three?
Yeah.
I know you didn't have him now this year, but
I just couldn't. As with the Botnas lads, they're going back to 20. Like probably in this the 2013, 2014 team.
Yeah.
You could.
I definitely played against Paddy. I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
But you could play 11 crate yard lads there. But some of the Botnas lads gave me as much and win those 2 leagues as anybody else.
Absolutely.
So I think they deserved.
Valid point. Yeah.
No, I get it.
We had a young lad called Dan Fogarty, great player too. Gave up soccer completely, and he go in there and battle like an 8 as well.
Yeah.
You know,
brilliant.
And there's loads more 8s. You know,
there's loads.
You know, you could go
easy picking them.
You know, if you went in to the Wolf Hill 35s, or some of them lads could play.
Yeah.
Were brilliant Premier players.
Yeah. So remember, I did
Damien
my one.
McMahon played.
I was like, people texting me after the game. I would love to pick Graham Blaney. Never play with him. He sent me a photo after. He made his debut up in Wolf Hill. He got brought down for the 2 penalties and I scored them. Nice for Jimmy, man. Yeah, I've never played an extra semi-final. Oh, we did too, yeah. Sorry about that. So he would have got into my team and someone was getting fish hooked for him.
But like, you could ask me that in 2 years' time.
Could be different.
Yeah. But you just have to. That's what I think at the moment. No, I was only asked at 2 o'clock today.
I did spring it on you. Absolutely.
So that's why. Look, that's why.
But you can see the validation in your selection there, Billy.
Yeah.
Well,
like if you want to change,
you've done. You've won them with Division 2. Yeah. Brought them lads in Division 1, won with them.
Yeah.
And then you've won with Critty Yard as well.
Yeah.
So a mix of them is very, very fair.
That is fair.
Yeah, because and the Barnglass lads deserve that as much as the Critty Yard.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to go for a pint in Barnglass.
And Critty, yes.
But you can change it up so quick. You can put Danny Dowd up top. You have 2 up top then straight away.
Well, of course, yeah.
And you can just.
You could play. I just said either one of them. You could play Sheep or Bylaw right full.
Yeah, of course.
Put Terence Hockney in.
Any honourable mentions?
Sure.
Who was very close though?
Very close on that. A second goalie, Kenneth Quirk.
Okay.
He was playing goals for Wicklow.
Right.
Unbelievable keeper.
Distribution good?
Just top class.
Okay.
Top class. Jeff, because of what he achieved, I won the Premier. Didn't win the Premier with Ken. But Kenneth was very, very good. Like Mikey Byrne.
Yeah.
You know, you can look at Mikey. Since I went out there, Jack Brady's been very good with Badger and me out there. You know, could go in there, Jack.
Yeah,
great player
good
too.
Player, yeah.
You know, so look,
he's pretty young, a couple of years now, is he?
3 years.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, but
good
he can
player,
the piece of string.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah,
good player.
You know, Robbie Kane.
Robbie's a good lad.
Like Robbie Kane is a serious soccer player.
Yeah,
you could put him there. He'd be. You know, he talk about Jack Kenny with pace.
But Robbie has pace and serious aggression.
Yeah, he's a player. He's going to be some loss in that cup final for Bagnestown.
Yeah.
Big loss.
Yeah. But even up top, that young Adam Keogh said about scored 19 goals first year playing soccer this year at Bodnas. Like, if he's nurtured properly, gets the proper coaching, he could be an animal.
Yeah,
he could be.
I actually talked to Robbie down at the New York and Hanover game. He was at the back of the goal watching the game, but they were in the final. They played on the Saturday against Vale, I think, was it, or the Friday night? Friday night against Vale, but they won anyway. And the people who got sent off in that game in Bagnestown in New York, Robbie's the only one missing the final.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
A build up, is it?
Well, I don't know what happened in the game that day, but there was boxes thrown.
How many games did he get?
That's not saying to you, but it's very hard. Like it comes back to what you're paying a few pound, let him play the final.
Yeah.
And suspend him for a game next year. I mean, the first game next year or something.
But rules are rules as well, though, lads.
No, I understand that as well. But it's very hard.
Not to be a nerd or anything, but rules are rules.
There was straight reds in that game. Three straight reds, I think.
This is the Bagnestown walk game down in Bagnestown.
Yeah. And I know, I was talking to Robbie, I said, you back for the final? And he goes, no, that's my last game. I'm suspended for the final as well.
So you have to go about 3 games.
So he got 3 games.
3 of, what's that?
I think Lee got sent off in that game. and Ray Byrne got sent off in the game. I think Ray was harmed enough. What lead on it? I think there was a tackle that Robbie made that Lee didn't agree with, and the boy-low control.
A bit push and shove, I think, a bit punching.
Like but it's unlucky for Robbie, but he's like, imagine like you're playing Bagnallstown with Robbie or without Robbie, it's a totally different team.
Absolutely. Even for Gavin setting up for number 1.
Oh my God.
You've one less headache.
The fullback.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't want him running at you.
No. The fullback can push on.
Yeah. You're finished at Ballinaglass?
I went in for a year, and it's a year.
What's next?
I have a phone. I wants to ring me.
You're not finished in a game, which is good news for
you're open to go back somewhere.
When I came off the field on the Sunday and the Monday, I swore I would never, ever be involved in the Carroll League again. That's how hurt I was.
Here's a question for you.
I told the players in the dressing room the same. And that's how hurt I was.
Would you like a project, or would you like an established site?
No, I'd probably like a project.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I put your little spin on it.
I have spoken already.
Of course you have.
To a club and a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
But if I would go anywhere, I want it done the way I see things, and that's not being a big boss.
Carlow Club.
Yeah, but it's like seeing things the way I see them and do the way I want to do it, not the way it's been done for 10, 15 years previous.
Yeah.
Let's put my mark on it. Let's put a Popa Nolan mark on it.
How do you do that, Billy?
I go in and I man and manage.
Okay.
Here's another question for you now. So, you're saying a sleeping giant in Carlow.
Yeah.
So you're going in. They obviously have a management team in place already. Are you going, they're out, my team is in?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You go in.
They're not staying with you?
Oh, no, if it was to happen, which...
You have to sit down and explain what's happening.
I want to go in... I'd love to go into it on a clean slate and meet the players, sit down, and what happened in the past is gone. This is the way I do things.
Yeah.
Here's me, Pop and Podge, we're the new management team.
Yeah.
This is the way we're going to do it. Of course, you'd get one or two at that club who's involved with the club to find out all about the family situations, about your individual players, who could be a problem.
And there's problems in every club. Billy,
so if you go in, you find him out, and then you try and you don't run him because he's a problem.
No.
You try and work with the chap.
No, you help him.
You try and work with him, see can you get more out of him. But like, I was finished. If a club that interests me, and I got an opportunity, I definitely will go back and get involved.
So we're not seeing the last of Billy on the sidelines.
Well, unless I get a big suspension.
Referees are quaking in their boots.
No, they won't. Look, a couple of games, but I don't know. I got 3 for
nothing.
I spoke to that referee after he was refereeing the cup final on Saturday. Right, and I went up to him and apologised in front of the other 2 linesmen. I said I was sorry for what I said. I was bang over order. I had a bad day, which people have bad days. And I apologised to the referee.
You're a bigger man.
And he said to me, apology accepted. Believe it or not, he says, one of your managers rang me after the game, Trevor, to explain that it's our character for me to be like that. And he accepted my apology, and that's the situation.
Sometimes it takes the bigger man, Podge, to go and just say,
no, I was wrong. He's there to do a job as well.
But if I'm wrong, or I even feel I'm wrong, or you said to me, just Billy, you were wrong that day up in the plots, I'll take that on board.
Yeah. Of course you would.
You know, but if I feel I'm right, and I know I'm right, I'm a pig.
Do you think referees know that managers and coaches, guys in the sideline, have a tipping point? Like,
are they provoking the managers?
Well, from my experience with referees on sidelines, and I'll go back to a time of Fail Wonders when we actually played Cret Yard, I think in the Shield quarter final in Cret Yard one morning. I think he could have been over Cret, you think?
Could have been.
Damien.
Yeah. I know, I remember that. Yeah.
He sent a pair off for 2 minutes, the referee.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, look, I said it to you.
And he just, it was almost like, do you think you're not going to get back here today, Podge? And I don't think it was on purpose, but it was like, this lad is, and just then for the rest of the game, he knows he's winding me up now. Do you know, and I did explode. I didn't get sent off for that.
The thing that gets me is, like, I do have respect for referees, but it's the way some of them speak to you.
Oh, 100.
Like, I don't disrespect anybody, and I don't give it or get disrespect. But if you speak to me like a dog, I'm going to speak back to you like a dog.
Well, if you speak
to me with respect, I'm going to speak back to you with respect. Yeah. That's it. It's simple. It's black and white with me like that. Yeah. And if a referee comes to me like that, and I met a substitution one, I think it was the 4th or 5th. We're after getting a really good run. He says, yes, we're climbing up the table. We're not going to win the league round, but we're climbing up the table. We want to get as high as we could. Luke Murphy, super player, right?
Yeah, good lad. Had him and coached him as well.
Right, super player. Got booked. And I said, I can't afford him to get sent off.
Yeah.
So it was 2-1 or 3-1. I think we were winning the game. 3-1, and I made a substitution. Referee comes over to me. What are you doing? Are you trying to lose the game or what?
Referee said to you.
This referee said to me like this, and I'm like, what? And he said, I'm taking off Luke. I said, is any yellow card? I don't want him to get sent off. I'd never sent off Luke. I said, I don't trust him. I said, I trust him. I said, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
So don't tell me who the coach. I don't tell you who the referee.
You'd nearly rather they wouldn't talk to you.
Like some days just come over. But if you have the conversation, I love having a chat with referees.
Yeah.
There's a respect for them. But don't tell me, I'd never send him off. So you send off players for less.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Like, go away and leave me alone. Like, what's wrong with you?
They talk down to you sometimes.
Yeah, and you know, and
that's my biggest error.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Like, that's not right.
Yeah. You know, I don't mind a referee. Like when I went over to shake your brother's hand, the way the referee spoke to me, if you hadn't that uniform on him and I was in a pub, the outcome could have been different. You know.
But you see, Billy, here's the thing. Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it in a pub.
Yeah.
But they're still in the uniform and they have the power still.
Yeah. You know,
And
like
that's it.
I wouldn't be troublemaker, but like,
No.
Yeah.
as Badger said to me, if they speak to you like that somewhere else, it's a different situation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
You know.
But you'd
But
often make a referee out and I'd send them over a drink.
Of course,
whatever, you know, just to say hello to them.
Yeah.
No hard feelings.
Well, I wouldn't.
But no, but what we do in the field, my sideline antics and your refereeing antics,
Yeah.
that's part of the game.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Don't take it off the field. Like, I've great time for most referees. I do all referees nearly, you know.
Billy, I have to say, I didn't really know you before we sat down. I would have known you through a bit of association. But I have to say, you set me back in relation to how interpersonal you are on your approach, first of all. There's not many people I think will sit down there and tell you to put in their work in relation to individuals. I hope you get that project. And I look forward to keeping an eye on it.
Well, I hope you're still involved in Carlos because you're a big addition to Carlos.
Yeah, but if I'm not, I'll still go to matches.
yeah, no, but it's like when you're still fresh, Billy, and you're able to coach, you're able to manage. Coach and manage.
But hopefully,
if you still have a hunger for
but
it, because
hopefully,
don't be on the side and just I could make that team better if they wanted you there.
Yeah.
Go and do it.
Yeah. Hopefully, look.
Yeah.
If it's meant for me, it won't pass me.
100%.
No, that's it.
You know.
Yeah, well, and whatever happens, Bill, the best of luck to you. Anyway,
Well,
it's a pleasure having you here.
Of course it is. That's great to be here.
It's great. And it's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Fixtures, Newark and Cretty tomorrow night.
Yes,
What
sir.
do you think of that?
I can look at it.
I'll go look at it myself.
Yeah, I don't.
Newark it'll have the three boys back. It'll be a hungry team, I'd say. Yeah, but Cretty are stubborn and well set up.
And well rested.
Well rested, yeah.
And Buddy, you have to get manager here, so I'd say he's going to be
Seen that, man. Yeah, see the awards
We'll go
are up as
through
well.
them next week,
Yeah, we'll
maybe.
go through them now in a minute.
Yeah.
Will we? Or we'll forget it anyway. That'll be a good one. Yeah, winners obviously play at St. Patrick's Boys in the final of that. Pats and Evergreen in the Division 1 of 35s. That's Friday night. These are all Friday night games. You're going to Carlow Rovers.
On the Carlow Rovers, yeah.
Well,
Training out in 10 minutes.
aye.
Yeah.
Parkville and Feix Division 2. Moon Celtic and Village in Division 3. This Saturday, the Cup final, Newark and Bagnallstown. That's tough for That's tough for Newark, lads.
Where is that game? Is it
Sunday.
There's no venue yet. Or is it on it?
It's in Cleshin, Pop.
It's in
for
Cleshin,
Cleshin, yeah.
right.
Referees are Nathan Bannon, Pat Connor and Paul Hunston.
Yeah.
Lads, I can't go past that. Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. Semi-final, final. That's a big ask for anyone, lads.
Are you saying is it Saturday or Wednesday? Saturday.
Sorry, that's the finals of Saturday. My sincere apologies.
Yeah, and then Wednesday.
Sunday, just gone.
Tomorrow
night, and then another final on Saturday.
3 games in a week, 3 games in 7 days.
That's
games in
big
6
ask.
days.
6
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
And like a tough game Sunday,
Yeah.
like Leinster Junior Cup is a big.
It's a big help for Bagnallstown. You walk playing Cretty Yard tomorrow night.
Oh, of course it is.
Even like that.
Because it's in Cretty Yard's last kick of the can.
Yeah, as well. Yeah.
And I presume worst case scenario, if there is any, cars that tomorrow don't carry into the Premier final, it'll be suspended in the Carlow final, I presume, or they carry to the next game. Or how does that work? Or do we know?
Well, no. Well, I think if you get 2 yellow cards and it turns into a red card, I don't think you miss the final. You miss the first game of next year. You don't miss the final for yellow cards.
Oh, okay.
If it's a straight red, I think you miss it.
You're gone.
Yeah, but it's of that competition.
Of that competition.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
I think that's very harsh on them, lads. I
Tough
really
it
do.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like even at your pump with Cretty Yard. Like, did you ever have a situation like that?
Well,
that's what I'm saying about Robbie. Sorry, Billy, to cut right. That's what I'm saying about Robbie. Robbie got sent off in the league game, the 2-2 game, and he's missing the Premier Cup final.
Oh.
Like, yeah. That's harsh.
But
Like suspending for the league games, whatever. If he got 4, 6, 8, 10 games, let him do the league games. Let him play in the
It's
cup
a major
games.
kick, isn't it?
You know,
It's a major kick.
Let him play in the cup
It's a major
games.
kick.
But like maybe something to look at. Do they fix it that way?
Is the calendar, and I'm sorry for digressing again right away from the fixtures, but is the calendar not broad enough that we shouldn't have this congestion? Like, look at the facilities, lads.
Yeah. Next year, I think there's a vote gone to Premier League clubs because there's so many teams. Like you'll have Vale,
Pats,
Bourne.
Vale and Collection is Friday night games, right? Pats, Ballon,
Saturday nights.
night. So they're looking for the option, giving the referees or the clubs the option of linesmen for every Premier League game only next year.
That's brilliant.
That's going to clubs.
That's a massive step,
Now,
lads.
there's a price on it, I think it's 150.
We were mad. Badger and I, when we were in Credit Yard, really pushed for that.
Yeah.
Really wanted that.
Yeah.
I think
it's a bit of a hit on the player, but I'd love it.
Oh, it'd be great.
I'd love it.
That'd be great.
I'd absolutely love it. I'd get my vote 100%.
It could be like with three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it should be done really, really well.
Yeah.
And because as a rule, the standard of referees in the league are decent.
Yeah.
You know, so if you get 3 Premier referees with the 2 linesmen, it should be a very well officiated game.
It'll make it better.
I genuinely think that's a massive step.
Yeah, it's an improvement for the Carlow League, 100%.
That's all it's
What's
all
the
about.
big games you're playing, Billy, in the year? The 2 semi-finals, the Premier Cup final, the Carlow Cup final, the Oscar Traynor games. What do they have? Linesmen.
Yeah.
It's a better game.
Yeah.
You have to worry about nothing.
Of course it is.
Only coaching your team, managing your team.
Yeah.
You're not worried about just, I don't think he was offside there, or whatever it is. But it's just, it makes the game better. So every club vote for it, I think, if you can.
I would agree.
That's only Premier games only, Podge. It's not going on.
Yeah, but I'd agree with it no matter where I be.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
I think logistically, if you done it across all divisions, it'd be a tough ask, wouldn't it? Numbers wise.
They don't have the bodies.
No,
It's just they're lucky that they have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games now in the Premier League, and there's only just 10 teams in.
You're only going to 5 games.
Just 5 games.
Yeah, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, Sunday.
Would you be open to a midweek game, Pop, after Christmas?
100%.
Yeah.
I think that's when you should be playing a midweek game.
Lads would love it.
Yeah, but
they have to throw 3 days
between January and March.
Yeah.
And then April and May are semi-finals, league deciders, and cup finals. April and May.
I think the way they've done the Shield is brilliant, where it gives you, it's nearly friendlies.
It's a shame though, Papa, the entry level to the Shield this year was a crying shame.
Yeah, no, this is the first year Hanover didn't enter. We didn't have a team. Our
crying
first
shame.
training session was Kilry away in the league.
I think that Shield's a great competition.
It'll be different this year. We'll be in the Shield this year.
Yeah, it's fell apart, hasn't it? Like
coming after
Yeah.
Big breakfast on the Shield.
No, I think the prestige was taken over. I'm not taking away from Parkville. It's a major title. You know what I mean?
No,
and fair play to them. But I just think, I don't think there was 8. Was there even 8 teams in it?
It was very low anyway.
It wasn't. I think there was
6.
6. I think wasn't it 3 and 3.
And one of our games, the group was a walkover.
Maybe a 4 and a 3, and then I think there was about 5 teams in the play it in the other competition.
Right.
I think Milsalty won that. We didn't enter because we had no team.
Yeah, I think Pat's Bagnallstown, Parkville, Credit Yard, and Walk. Maybe one more. Collection. I think that was it. in the Shield this year.
Yeah, she had Credit Yard, Parkville, and Newark on one side. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think.
And Credit Yard didn't qualify. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the ones out.
Yeah, Parkville had a chance. Yeah, and they didn't.
So it was 6 teams.
Yeah, 6 teams.
That's bad, isn't it?
Division 1 Credit Yard and Highview in Division 1 35s. Division 2 St Anne's and Burn Celtic. These are Saturday games obviously. And then Division 3 Dolman, Ballymurphy. That's the fixtures for this week. I'll be going at the one tomorrow night. I'll be interested, looking forward to watching that
myself,
game.
yeah.
I'm not standing beside you, Ran.
I'm sure both
fed up looking at you.
Credit Yard probably 1 or 2 lads back, I'd imagine. You know, with
it's so, yeah.
You know, with the Leash under 20 just finish, I'm sure they'll have. I wasn't
like being honest, Billy. It's, if you think about it, it's a free hit for Credit Yard.
That's what I said. It's the last kick of the can.
It's a super New Walk team, but they didn't win the league. They're going out of Leinster.
Yeah.
They haven't won the Premier Cup final yet.
No.
And they're not in the Carlow Cup final yet.
No.
So if that New Walk team finishes trophyless, that's a shock.
That's a massive shock.
Yeah.
That's a shock. Not that they will.
Yeah, but that's.
But it's stranger things have happened in life.
Well, you're being realistic, aren't you?
Pats are waiting for either Critty, and that'll be. Let me tell you, that'll be a good game.
And Pats have proven their work this year.
And Bagnallstown will be hard to beat.
Oh my God!
Bagnallstown are always hard to beat.
Bagnallstown score first is a different game.
Bagnallstown are always hard to beat.
You come on for Bagnallstown the weekend.
Who?
John Dial. He run from here to Enniscorthy backwards. He's that fit. I'm telling you, and he's huge. He's some player for them.
Pick up
Oh man,
pick up
this should
some
be a comedy
strawberries on the way
podcast.
back.
As I said, Billy, I think brilliant. Thank you very much for coming in. It's very, very much appreciated. Before I do finish, I want to congratulate Critty Yard on winning the under-16s SFI trophy the weekend.
Brilliant.
They had contacted me before the final to give me a shout out, and I completely forgot about it, right? So I'm giving you a shout out now. Well done. I think that's the second juvenile team in Carroll to win All Ireland.
That's right.
Hanover won it
Hanover,
before
yeah.
and then Critty. I think that is an absolutely colossal achievement.
It was great celebration. I was down actually Cretty Yard Sunday for a few points.
All right.
And we were looking at it on the telly.
Yeah.
Great celebrations for the young
Brilliant.
lads.
Brilliant.
And the show was put on for them, like rubbing off for them when they come back.
Where was the game, Billy?
The game was in Evergreen or one of those in
Was it?
Kilkenny.
All right, okay.
And the food and all put on for them when they come back. Great
fair
for
play
them.
to them.
Great for
Won
them.
6-5 on pens after 2-2 draw.
Two lads sent off.
Against
Well,
Hort.
Last minute penalty save.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Brilliant. So look, that's it for this week, lads. Massive thanks to Billy again for coming in. Very much appreciated. The support we're getting is fantastic. Give us a follow on the socials. If you have a few extra bob, buy us now a coffee. The link is on the socials also. As I always say, this is not our podcast. It's your podcast. It's Carroll Soccer's podcast. Bye for now from me.
Absolutely. Pleasure as always, lads.
Thanks, lads.
Brilliant. God bless.